Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the Zone versus Treygood, and we are going to go ahead and see Treygood win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will go ahead and decide to go first. 42 versus 60. Opening hands, we have Desires, Vishuda, Resonator, Gamma, and Nib, and then they have Ecclesia, Blackout, Ecclesia, Water, and Ashina. So, we're going to go ahead and see Tenyi SwordSoul with 42 versus the SwordSoul Synchro deck with 60 cards. They're going to summon Ecclesia. Also, imagine opening Gamma, Nib, and 60. Like, oh gosh. Summon effect. Before they even reveal, they're going to go ahead and activate the Gamma. You definitely want to wait for them to reveal. That could change the reveal. Now they're going to special summon out the Water, special summon out the Ecclesia. And then get rid of those, go into the Grandmaster, and then they're going to activate the Grandmaster effect to go search, and that will go search out Long Young. And then Long Young effect, discard, special summon, bring out the token, and then on that summon they're going to activate Nib, go ahead, tribute, pass over token, and then they can activate Ashina effect to banish and summon. So they're still going to have a worm for blackout at least. Go for Monk, Adara effect, banish, add back. And also they can't just go like battle phase beat over because they can just use water effect to bring back out Monk, pop this, and still have the worm. So they can't just like play around blackout better. Draws with Shuda. And then they're going to go ahead and go to main phase, activate Desires. So they know the card in hand's Ashina. They know there's one set card. They're going to go ahead and draw on the Ready Fusion Tai. Okay, so we do see Ready Fusion. We saw this in like Bank 1W's list that did well at the CCS the other weekend. And then they're going to go ahead, activate the Ready Fusion, pay 1,000 to special summon, and then that's going to bring out the Vanity, Vishuda effect, banish, target the back row. They're going to chain the pop, and then they're going to activate the Water effect, banish, special summon out. I guess they're just doing that to try to like live. Like, oh, now they have to do like 1,000 more damage. That's probably what their thought process was. Special summon, get rid of that, go for Monk. Normal summon out Tai effect, banish, bring out token. They also didn't banish like any of the bricks for the synchro stuff, which is really good. Bring out the token, then turn those into Grandmaster. Grandmaster Tai, so go ahead, dump Ashina, search out the Emergence, and then they're going to special summon out the Resonator, and then get rid of those, go for Needle Fiber effect, summon out from the deck, that's going to summon out the 001, then turn those into the Mechan Phantom Beast effect, tokens, and then 001. They said think a second. They're probably just trying to find a way to go for game. Go for Yazi effect, pop token, Yazi summon Moyi effect, reveal the Emergence, bring out token, and then go for Baxt. Also, how I feel about this deck is definitely worse. Like, here's like the order of like the good SwordSoul decks. It goes like Tenyi SwordSoul, Hero SwordSoul, Pure SwordSoul, and then the Synchro SwordSoul. I think the Synchro SwordSoul is just the worst. You're playing like so many bricks. I don't like the Hero build either. I think it's better than Pure, but I really don't like the Hero build either. I don't get why you'd like add those extra bricks to your deck when your deck is like pretty good. Like one of the worst bricks in the deck is like the level 4 Tenyi and like Blackout, and those aren't even like the worst draws. Then they're going to go ahead, pop, summon back out Gamma, and then turn those into a Floor. Activate the Emergence. Emergence, go search Proto, summon, go for game. Because that would be 100 off right there. So summon, battle phase, go for game. I like how they're taking the life points, but like it's definitely game. Going into the next game now, we will go ahead and we're going to see the Tenyi SwordSoul deck go first. Opening hands, we have Imperm, Harpies, Long Young, Moyi. Imagine drawing these kind of hands in 60. It doesn't make sense, bro. Like, the hand works. You got a lot of going second cards. You got your engine. They have Long Young, Desires, Moyi, D-Barrier, Nib. Oh, D-Barrier is insane, especially versus Harpies. It's like they're going to activate this. They're just going to chain call Synchro anyways, and like that's really solid. Well, I guess it depends, like, what they end on if they chain call Synchro, but I feel like most likely they would chain it no matter what. Draw Heavenly Dragon Circle with Shuda. Normal summon effect, reveal Long Young. They're gonna imperm that, chain Heavenly Dragon. Go ahead, summon out the token. We'll search Ashina and then summon the token. Goes for Ashina. They can't do this. They're not catching it. That's unfortunate. They can't go into a Link 1. You can only go for Synchros while this is on the board. That's the restriction of these cards. So neither of them caught it, which is really unfortunate. That would have forced them into like a Long Young play to be able to get rid of a token, because you just wouldn't summon the token off Long Young, or you just do like everything completely differently. I'm pretty sure they banished the water off Desire, so they weren't able to just like search that and do that kind of play. Baxt effect, try to pop and summon back. They're gonna Valor that before Valor becomes useless. Because they would go for Chowfang, which makes it so that way they can't activate lights. And then they're going to Adara, banish, add back. And then they're thinking, they're going to go ahead and get rid of those, go for Shaman, Shaman effect, discard, special summon back out from the graveyard. And then get rid of those, go for Grandmaster. They can't use Grandmaster because of Shaman. Yeah. At least they caught that. They didn't catch that. That would have been really bad. I don't know if I would have been able to post that. They just were like missing everything. Set D-Barrier, pass, draw driver, crazy draw. Activate, and then they're going to chain, call Synchro. Moving on into game 3 now. We're going to go ahead and see the Synchro SwordSoul deck go first. Opening hands, we have Nib, Moyi, Crossout, Long Young, E-Telly. Hopefully they play more than one Nib. I feel like they would, because you can see Nib in their hand. They have Ecclesia, Nib, Valor, Ecclesia, Tai. Their hand's a little bit weird, but they do have Valor, Nib. They even have E-Telly. E-Telly's insane in this deck. It's pretty decent in the SwordSoul strategy itself. It's not that great, but if you're playing like with the needle fiber stuff, this card's just insane. It's a tuner extender. It's also good going second. Go for Grandmaster, Grandmaster Moyi. So draw. They let the Moyi go through. They chose not the Valor, which means I'm guessing they want to like Valor Nib when like Fluor's up. Summon out token, or like hold it, or do they just try nibbing now and then holding Valor to like stop like follow up after that? But they don't. So burn, and then they're gonna activate E-Telly, summon out Gamma, turn those two into the needle fiber effect, summon out 001, and get rid of those, go for Mecham Phantom Beast, and then Mecham Phantom Beast effect. They're gonna let this go through, so summon out tokens, summon out 001. Also, I'm sorry if you can like hear that. I think it's hailing outside or something, or like snowing weird. It's probably just hailing, so yeah, not snowing weird, it's hailing. So they're gonna activate Nib, chain Fluor. Okay, so now they don't even need like Nib in deck, now they just need Valor. They're going to chain Valor, chain Crossout. Crossout, go ahead, hit Valor. Get rid of those, go for Cupid Pitch. They're going to... You can't do that. They said, it's fine as is. This card says, if this card is synchro summoned, increase or decrease. It doesn't say if you can or if you want to. It's mandatory. So that's why you usually like have to up the level by 1 on it. Go for Yazi. They're gonna go ahead and search and burn for 700. You're never supposed to like really see off this card. Fluor effect to pop, and then Yazi effect to go ahead and summon out from deck. Yazi summons out Tai, and then Tai banish Long Young, summon out token, get rid of those, go for Baxia, Tai, dump Ashina, activate Emergence, go search out Protos, and then activate the Mecham Phantom Beast, tribute to summon out. I know they just didn't summon out this penguin-looking card from deck. The Arrows Gwyn. I don't remember what this one does. I remember like looking at all these Mecham Phantom Beasts before, but it's been a while. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Mecham Phantom Beast monster from your graveyard, and special summon 1 level 3 token. This card's level is increased. Yeah, all of them have that. Okay, so just banish and summon a token. Banish Link, summon token. Banish, summon. And then they're going to special summon out the Resonator, turn those into a Coral Dragon, and then turn those into a Croc. Okay, draw off a Croc and Coral. set Emergence, Baxia Pop, summon back out 001, and then they're going to turn those into a Chowfang. It's a weird extra deck. They probably just don't have a lot of space and for other things. Summon Protos, effect call water. Calling water is pretty good versus the mirror, especially when you're shutting off the lights. I mean, shutting off lights isn't like that big of a deal. Against this hand it is though. It actually just shuts down the whole hand. They don't have a single play right now. Well, they could special summon, because this doesn't activate, and then like normal summon and try doing something with that. So it's not like completely shut down. They draw Emergence. Then they're going to activate Emergence. I feel like this is just like a really bad board for what like the synchro stuff is going for, to be honest. Like if you're playing like the bricks anyways, this could have also just been like other things. Yeah, for sure. I don't know exactly what they could go for. I don't have like the combos memorized for like this deck. Especially not with this. With like this is Colt Wing. I know the combos a lot better. But there was probably a way for them to like go ahead and end on like Herald, Savage, Fleur. I feel like there would be a way to summon Yazi, because you would have you'd have a way to summon Yazi. Use the Creator or the Resonator and Colt Wing the Yazi after you make Herald, because you gotta get all the tokens off board, so that way it's level 4. You could go Yazi, pop it with Fleur, I guess like Tai in the like Draco Berserker or something. But they're gonna activate, go search out Long Young, and then submit the feat. They said, what do you think? GG's of my combo. GG's, by the way. I like it a lot. Pretty cool. Does it have draw power, desires. Only card you care to banish is Despot. You still have decent combo with that. Nice. Feel free to steal, bro. This deck's, it's just not like, this deck's definitely better. I don't know why they admitted defeat there either. This already went through its negate. This is just shutting off waters. This is shutting off lights. I guess because like you don't really have anything. I mean, you could like special normal summon, turn those into Draco Berserker. Yeah, I mean, you could out the board. You could, like, Draco Berserker, beat over Protos, or, no, well, obviously not beat over Protos, you can't do that. You could beat over Chowfang, and then go ahead and use the effect to attack again. Beat over Protos. Tai, you could dump, like, Vashuda, I guess. You could Vashuda bounce Fleur, turn Draco Berserker into Monk, bounce that with Vashuda, and, like, pass, but you probably just lose anyway, so they probably just didn't feel like playing it out, but seeing how long the match was, it's about 28 minutes long. There's definitely some mistakes that they had made throughout the match, but those are definitely things that you can improve on. They told me what deck they were on before sending it in, so I knew that it was going to be this deck. I just wanted to show it off, because I feel like there's not a lot of people playing this right now, and I feel like it's good to have an idea of what they're doing at least, even though this isn't really what most people are going for, but you kind of get the point of like the synchro stuff and the Cupid pitch, even though they messed that up too. But yeah, you gotta know stuff like that, like what this deck does and kind of how it operates. You can just like hand trap the Mechan Phantom Beast or Needle Fiber. They're both good. They don't have anything to tag into. So if you want to stop that engine with a hand trap, you just stop either one of these. But with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.